Britain has some of the most congested roads in Europe, and it's the emergency services on two wheels that can scythe through the traffic and get vital help where it's most needed, fast. The bike squads of Essex Police and West Midlands Ambulance Service race to protect the public and save lives. Coming up, a man kicks off in the city centre.
Don't swear, don't swear.
Essex biker cops are on a special night mission. A pregnant woman's in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
And an 87-year-old's come a cropper. Early Sunday morning in Birmingham. Biker paramedics Mark and Steve have been distracted by a commotion on the edge of the city centre.
I don't know, there was a bang. I don't know what it was for though, to be fair. There we go. Wow, quiet Sunday morning. Yeah, to wake everybody up in the hospital anyway. I hope they told the workman. We might get a job in a minute.
Can I have a coffee now?
Sounds good. Yep, that was impressive. I wanted to get it on my mobile.
But facing up to 20 calls per day, any distraction is short-lived, and 999's never far away. On call today, Mark Hayes.
Yeah, received, thank you. If you could just update my voice when you got it, please. Opposite TK Max, Brook, Queensway, 30-year-old male unconscious.
Mark needs to get there fast. On his Yamaha FJR 1300, he can sprint across town quicker than an ambulance. The bikes carry all the same equipment as an ambulance and are fitted with our cameras, so we arrive at the scene of an incident the second they do. This could be anything from a heart attack to a fit. The man's outside one of the city's busiest shopping centres, just a mile away. Mark sprints through the traffic and rides the pavement to arrive in minutes, first on scene.
Hello? Open your eyes for me. Hello? Wakey, mate. Come on, mate, open your eyes. Talk to me, mate. Come on, open your eyes and talk to me. I can't just leave you alone, you're on the street. Talk to me. How much you had to drink? Charming. Right, open your eyes and have a look who's in front of you. Yeah, I'm a paramedic on a motorbike and I've come to help you. So open your eyes and talk to me. Open your eyes, mate. I can't just leave you, mate. You're in the sun, yeah? You're fast asleep. We can't just leave you, mate.
As a paramedic, Mark's limited in what he can do, so he calls the police for backup.
Nothing hurts standing by. You gonna let me take some blood out the end of your finger, mate? I'll take that as a refusal. Huh? Come on, mate, talk to us. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why?
With the arrival of the police, there are now 3 emergency vehicles and 6 emergency personnel on scene.
Come on, matey. Open your eyes, because the police are here now. No, there's no need to swear. We're here to help you. We can't just leave you alone, can we? How are you doing? You're right.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Right.
Yeah, not too bad. Can't do any observations on him because he keeps withdrawing. So yeah, I can't do anything with him.
Hello. Hi, mate. How you doing?
I was supposed to
Hi, mate.
Don't
swear at me, mate. Don't swear at me. I'm
I
sensitive.
can't even get left in, please.
I'm sensitive. Please don't swear at me. What's the matter?
I was supposed to get my dad because I know how to go.
Yeah, you can't get your done here, though, can you?
Yeah, I got no rush to go, so I was supposed to show. I want to go, whatever. I'll be alright.
We can't leave you here.
We can't leave you on the street, dude.
I'm not going to go because I've got nowhere to go, mate. Say.
Mate, can't you go somewhere else and get your
I've got nowhere to go. How can't you listen to me?
Don't swear, don't swear.
We're not trying to find you somewhere.
But I've got nowhere to go.
Where have you tried?
I ain't going to the hospital. As soon as I go to the hospital, I don't want to talk again. So just leave me alone, I'll be all right for you.
Come here, fella. Listen to me. Listen to me, mate. Sit up. Hannah, you're going to sit up and listen to me. Listen to me then. Listen to me then. Listen to me then.
Yeah, but I'm not listening.
Come on.
I'm not listening.
Come on, come sit up and talk to me.
Sure.
Something needs to happen with you, right?
I'm
Good man.
just going to listen.
Right. Something needs to happen with you. You need to move from here one way up to there. Okay?
I'm just going to get into them today. I've got nowhere to go. I want to stay. So that's the point I'm in.
I'm not there.
I'm just trying to have a sleep and leave me the please.
I can't leave
I
you.
want to struggle. I'll go. Don't you understand? I've got nowhere to go.
Right,
So
I
I'm
understand
moving.
that.
Only way you're moving me is nick me. Take me to the
I don't want to nick you.
Yeah, but I don't care. Because at least it gives me somewhere to sleep without getting me in trouble. I'd rather get that.
But we can't leave you here. That's the bottom line.
I'm staying here.
You're not. That's
If
what
you
happened.
move me, I'll come straight back, so it don't really make no difference.
But the problem is, if you stay here, it's going to cause you trouble anyway.
So I really look bothered if I get nicked.
Yeah, because no point in you. Go on then. Walk around the corner. You happy health-wise if he just walks off?
Well, I can't do any observations. I can't give an informed opinion, so...
As soon as the law down,
All right then. You there?
so I'll tell you what, give me 10 minutes, I'm back there.
Yeah, whatever. See ya. See ya.
Well, he's left his booze anyway.
He'll calm down somewhere else, won't he? So.
Well, thank you very much for your assistance. Thank you. Thank you. This chap was bang out of order, if you ask me. You know, he was swearing at me, swearing at the AMBO crew, swore at the police officer, and was supposed to take it. Well, you know, we don't get paid enough to do that. Obviously, having a police car that's double manned, an ambulance crew, myself, it's a total waste of resources, and it does frustrate me. I appreciate people have issues, I appreciate people have problems, but you know, so does everybody else. He needs to get his head down. I understand that, but you know, doing it right outside a busy shopping centre, it's not the done thing, you know. There's a few floaters in that. I don't know whether I could have it.
Still to come, biker cops take a dodgy trailer off the road,
This has got no brakes on it whatsoever.
and a frightened pregnant woman's in pain.
It's not really bad though.
Essex, a county with some of the busiest and fastest roads in the UK, day and night. At Biker Cop HQ, they're gearing up for a special operation.
This is a first time that we worked sort of a night shift as a group, so we've got all the bikers in today. It's bad enough not being seen during the day, so we've now got potential of night times not being seen as well, so we've got to really be aware of our environment. And now when we pull out to get vehicles, we've got to be more aware that they won't see us, they'll just see lights and stuff, so it's even more dangerous, that side of it, so we've just got to be more professional. Yeah, we'll ride down as a group. We're all going to the same spot, so we're all going to go down together. And we'll make sure it's all set up, and then we'll go out and sit on our areas. If vehicles are travelling at night, sometimes they're hoping the police aren't about. There's quite a lot of stolen vehicles moved at night as well. This is basically what the operation's about tonight.
Tonight, the bikers will be acting as interceptors, catching and stopping cars which have been flagged up as suspicious. The bikers will fan out, creating a net across the southern tip of the county. If a car passes, then they'll catch it and guide it into the checkpoint at a service station. Clem's patch is at one end of the Dartford River Crossing, a pinch point where all cars crossing the Thames have to pass. It's 10:30 p.m. when he spots a van and trailer, which he decides to check out.
This is my own one, I'll take it out the end. It's been the right place. here in the end, didn't we?
Oh,
Getting you to follow me.
I didn't mean that I was just trying to get off the road. You know?
No, that's all right. No,
weren't
we
being
got her in
funny.
the end.
Yeah, I weren't being funny.
That's all right. It's just good.
The van and trailer should be linked by a braking mechanism, but Clem spotted something wrong.
Locking the brakes.
Yeah.
Pull your handbrake on there. Nothing moves. Basically, what's happened is if you've got this, there's a part in the middle there. As the front brakes, the trailer moves forward. Applying pressure onto there, which applies brakes to on the trailer. So basically, what we're saying is that this has got no brakes on it whatsoever.
Put on there, in other words. Yeah.
Without brakes, this trailer's an accident waiting to happen. If the van that's pulling it stops suddenly, the trailer could jackknife into the path of an oncoming vehicle.
I can't allow that on the road as it is. Yeah. So basically, I would look at putting a prohibition on it until it's fixed. You get it recovered, put it on a flatbed.
Well, only round the corner there.
Yeah, but only just round the corner. You can just have an accident, couldn't you? I couldn't let it go.
It's just round the corner there, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, but by putting a prohibition on it, it makes you get it fixed.
Yeah, it will be done.
But yeah, I know it will get done, that's why I put the prohibition on it.
So if I drive it, take it back.
No, you won't be taking it back, it needs to be recovered.
So where's it going to?
Sorry?
Where's it got to go to?
It will stay here, yeah? But you need to get that onto a flatbed, like this recovery company here.
Why can't I do it here then?
If you can fix it here while you're here,
That's what
yeah.
I'm
As long as
saying,
it's,
yeah,
yeah, if you get it fixed, I'll write the paperwork out anyway.
And I'll do it here right away.
You go there and get it fixed. Yeah? Well, it doesn't matter who
No,
the deal.
no, I'm just saying, no, do you know what I mean?
If they get fixed, you'll be able to go.
If I'm here all night, I'll do it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So, I'll move it from here?
No, stay there.
What, leave it there where it is, yeah?
Yeah, you stay there, yeah, get it fixed there, yeah. That's all right.
While the driver begins to try to put things right, Clem heads back out on the road. At the service station, the van drivers called in some friends to help, while Clem continues to bring in more vehicles for checks. The van driver's not giving up and has brought in the heavy gear.
Past 2 in the morning, so I'm waiting to see if any hits come through on the ANPR and any vehicles come through that I think I need to stop. Or if I see any mobile phones or anything like that, because it's got a good spot here, they can't see me before I see them.
Clem heads back to the services where it's not good news for the van driver.
Yes, he's working in reverse. That's it, put it in reverse rather than wrong. There you go. So as you can see, the brakes aren't actually working.
Yeah. We've got to go 3 miles just round that corner,
Right.
and we're aiming our place.
And it's something happens between here and there?
Well, you can follow us, we'll go 5 miles an hour, mate.
Yeah, but if something happens between there and here, who's at fault?
I'll take responsibility.
Well, you won't, will you? Because you're under...
Yeah, I will. Well, honest to God.
Because you just said if we
3 miles.
escorted you, you're under our escort, aren't you? So
No,
under the
we're
police
3
escort.
miles then, it's just round the corner, that's all it is.
Yeah, but you're driving a vehicle that's got no brakes.
Right, so I've got to get a low loader in and take it away.
I'll get the brakes fixed.
What, here now, tonight?
If the brakes work, you can drive it, can't you? That's what I want the brakes to work. Yeah?
Right, so how are we going to do that?
Yes, I think he's getting a little bit upset now. He just wants to go home and stuff like that. And people tend to go, can't you just let me? You know, and he said, well, no, because if something happens, you know, it could go around the corner and the trailer could flip over and land on the car and, you know, and somebody gets injured or even killed. So, no, we can't. It has to be dealt with.
The group have had an idea.
If we park back over in one of the bays,
Right.
and we pick up early in the morning.
You have to ask the site if you're allowed to park there.
Yeah. If we got it.
If you have permission to leave it here, then that's okay, yeah.
His shift over. It's 4 a.m. when Clem finally heads back to Biker Cop HQ.
See you back at the office.
After Clem left the services, the van was reportedly picked up on police cameras being driven away. The driver's due to appear in court to face a charge of driving a vehicle in a dangerous condition, which carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in prison and a £5,000 fine. Birmingham, mid-morning. Rush hours over, offices across the city centre are settling in for a day's work. Paramedic Steve Harris is on duty. The 999 calls to a hotel in the city centre. A pregnant woman's in trouble, complaining of abdominal pains. Early stages of pregnancy are tricky. Illness, injuries and infections can all increase the risk of losing the baby. At least 15% of all pregnancies end in miscarriage.
Hello. Hiya.
The woman fell ill during a conference. The room's been closed off to give her some privacy.
Well, first of all, what's your name?
Natalie.
Hello, Natalie. I'm Steve. Right, tell me what's happening.
I've just got really bad pains on my back.
Put your hand where it is.
Yeah.
It's actually there.
Yeah.
Does it radiate to the front?
Not really. It's just there.
Okay. And how long you had that?
Sort of started before dinner, so I sat down and then sort of the last half an hour, 40 minutes, it just got really bad. That.
Yeah. You ever had it before?
No.
Nothing like this ever before?
No.
Okay. I understand you're pregnant?
Yeah, 20 weeks.
20 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. And up to now, has everything been fine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Which hospital are you booked at?
Nottingham City.
Oh, right. We won't be going there.
No.
There will be an ambulance on the way in a moment,
Okay.
and we'll take you down to our local hospital and get you checked out, okay? This discomfort, does it come and go, or is it there all the time?
It's there all the time.
Okay. You been to the toilet?
Yeah.
No stinging, burning,
No.
nothing like that at all? The reason I asked, the area that you're holding, that's your kidney. That's where we start to think that there's kidney problems, not so much back problems.
Right.
That pain you've got, it doesn't go down your arm, down your leg at all?
No.
You've got no radiating, no pins and needles, tingling?
No.
All right. And from when it first came on, has it got better, worse?
It's got worse.
Pop your finger in there. Has anything you've done change the pain? Lying down, has that helped?
And
or-
I know helped.
It did.
Sitting upright was awful. I thought it was worse.
And on a pain score of 1 to 10, 10 is the worst pain you've ever had. What number would you?
That's 7.
That's current at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to.
Okay.
It feels better now. I'm lying down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure's fine?
All right. Lovely.
Okay. You seem to be calming, a little bit calmer now.
Yeah. I think it's
We can keep you in that condition and that state just until the ambulance gets here. Okay.
So you want me to back? Is that all right? So
Yeah.
quick.
So as you are now, is that pain bearable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to move you yet. When the ambulance gets here, we'll move you just the once. And what we can do is give you some gas and air. I do carry stronger, but because of the pregnancy,
Yeah.
you know, if we can not give it you, then we'll try and keep away from it.
Giving painkillers to pregnant women is dangerous business. Anything which enters the mother's bloodstream will be passed on to the fetus. Steve carries morphine, but he doesn't want to give it to Natalie.
And we'll just give you some gas and air. And,
Natalie was hosting a talk when the pain came on. She managed to battle through until all the attendees left before the pain overcame her.
When was your last antenatal?
At some point around lunchtime she said she'd got a bit of a backache, and as the afternoon went on obviously it got more painful, but she didn't really mention it until everybody had gone. And we put her on the floor, and that was the point at which we fetched the ambulance.
Right. Earlier on you said your pain score was 7. Was that?
Yeah, it's feeling slightly better.
It's feeling slightly better. Okay.
Since I've sort of laid down, it's felt better.
Okay.
We've got a chair just here. We'll try and get you up slowly onto the chair.
So what we do, we just do nice and gentle.
Okay. We'll sit up first onto your bottom.
Just get your balance.
Untreated kidney infections are a significant risk factor in miscarriages. Steve wants to get Natalie to hospital to be properly checked over.
Thank you.
Is the pain still worse at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's try you on some gas and air.
On the ambulance, Natalie's given Entonox, or laughing gas.
It's what we can when you usually have your baby and stuff like
You're
that.
just getting it a bit early, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 4 months
Will
sooner.
make you feel
It's fast-acting, but low-risk pain relief.
alright, so if it does make you feel
There you
slow
go.
your breathing down first, okay? You need to relax, because at the moment you're still panicking a bit, okay? Your mouth goes right round there. Have a good little go on it, and it should take the edge off for it.
Okay, all the best. They'll look after you. Okay, I'm sure. I think it's going to be a watery problem. So, okay, leave you to it. Bye-bye.
I just started feeling sort of quite bad back pains. They came on and I thought it was because I was standing up, so I sat down and then it just got really bad. I had to lie on the floor. But now it really hurts still.
Hopefully there won't be any problems, but Steve's always ready for anything.
All I was told was that a pregnant lady was in pain, back pain. She could have been in labour, and until I actually saw the patient and arrived, the thought is always there that, you know, this could be a delivery situation.
Still to come. Biker paramedic Mark Hayes deals with a seizure.
Has she responded to you at all?
She was beginning, but now she started speaking again. Hello, Lena.
And a teenage girl has had a heavy fall. Birmingham, early afternoon. The lunchtime crowds are thinning out. A call's come in to paramedic biker Mark.
I've just had a report of a 999 call in Edgbaston at a nursing home, somebody fitting. There's a tech crew en route and I'm going as paramedic backup.
On the way, Mark receives more information. Someone's had several seizures and is still fitting. The care home's 4 miles away. Mark covers the ground in just 6 minutes. He's first on scene.
Is it a resident, is it? No, it's a carer. It's a carer. Right, okay.
A care home worker disappeared during her break and was found collapsed in a bathroom.
And has she responded to you at all?
She was beginning, but now she started speaking again.
Does she suffer with epilepsy?
Yeah.
She does? Okay. Well, Helena, you're going to talk to us. Pop your tongue out, all the way. Keep going.
Helena has a history of epilepsy, but her medication has been successfully controlling her seizures for the past 18 months, until today.
So what we got? 124.89, SATs are 99, and she's attacking. Helena, I need you to talk to me, my darling. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. All right? Tell me how you're feeling. Your mouth hurts. Okay. Anywhere else? Talk to me. You don't want to talk? I need you to talk to me. All right, otherwise we're going to end up taking you to hospital. All right? Where are you? Do you know? Okay. What we're going to do then is we're going to pop you into the chair and we're going to have a little look at you on the handbag. All right? Well done. You all right? Is that hurting to do it? Where's it hurting? You've got gloves on. Do you want to swing it? All right? Should we shuffle you to the edge of the bed?
That was my concern yesterday.
Because Helena's had several seizures, Mark wants to get her to hospital quickly, where she can be given drugs to control them.
Sister's here. All right. Helena, how you feeling, my love? You all right? Yeah? Have you got any pain at all? You got a headache? Is that normal for you following a fit? Yeah? Okay. We're going to pop you to City Hospital just to get you checked. Your sister's going to travel with you, okay? Can you normally tell when these fits are coming on? Sometimes. Did you feel it today? You didn't? Okay. All right, okay. We'll let your sister come on and Sis, do you want to come on and give her a hug?
Right.
Helena's mother has also arrived to be with her on the ambulance.
Your daughter's on there. Do you want to go on the back or do you want your daughter to carry on?
Are you taking her down there?
I think it's probably wise that we just get her checked.
Just get her checked.
Yeah. All right. Just as a precaution, I'm going to follow, and then if the technician crew become concerned at all, they can just pull over. I can jump on and obviously do whatever's necessary then.
Mark escorting the ambulance means he can help out if Helena has another seizure. The ambulance has gone barely 100 yards down the road when it has to stop.
How are we doing?
Started again.
Okay.
Just a momentary one, lasted about 10 or 15 seconds.
Okay. Okay. All right. And she's been taking her meds as she should?
Yeah.
What's she on?
She's on Lamotrigine and Capra. She has no warnings that come in, never has any warnings, and she just goes down, and she can have up to 20. She has been known. At one time we couldn't leave her on her own, she couldn't have a bath on her own, she couldn't do anything. We always had to be there with her. People just don't realise sometimes how serious epilepsy is. 3 years ago she used to have about 30 a week, and then the one day she was in college and they couldn't get her out, and she had to have phenytoin, which hence brought on Stephen Johnson syndrome, and we nearly lost her. She was in QE for 3 months. Yeah, she's one lucky girl to be here.
Stevens-Johnson syndrome is a rare disorder of the immune system. In Helena's case, she was given the drug phenytoin, an anti-epilepsy medication. Her body reacted badly to the drug, and while her immune system tried to reject it, it mistakenly rejected her own skin as well. Helena nearly died. If her drugs have stopped working, finding new medication will be a very delicate process.
Epilepsy is extremely common in various forms, and the general public, I don't think, are fully aware of the types of epilepsy and how common epilepsy is. As far as a member of the public, the best thing that they can do is move anything from around them. Don't try to pin them down, let them fit, but just keep them, the important thing is keep them on the side and just support the head so they don't bang the head, and that's all you can do. Never ever attempt to put your finger in the mouth or to put any implement in the mouth, because when they fit, they bite down. If they bite down on your finger, you're going to lose your finger. You put a spoon in or anything hard, you're going to break the teeth. So if I can give any advice, that's what I would give for epilepsy.
It's a cold morning at Harwich Port on the southern Essex coast. PC's Roy Keys and Steve Stomp Allen are taking a break from an early shift checking vehicles coming in and out of the port.
I think we're off for a cup of tea, maybe a breakfast. That's the plan, and a warm up.
But just minutes after they leave the port, a 999 comes over the radio. A car's lost control, flipped several times, and left the road a mile further down. Breakfast will have to wait. On their bikes, Roy and Ray can slip through the traffic building up around the crash site to be first on scene. The crash happened just moments ago. All the emergency services have been called. The occupants of the car have walked away from the wreck. One passenger is taken straight to the ambulance to be treated for whiplash. The second passenger and driver are miraculously unscathed.
Just want to check your neck. Just make sure you've got any pain where I'm pushing. Up and down here at all. Look that way. Move your head right round.
As the paramedics tend to the driver, Roy and Stomp piece together what happened.
I'm dealing with people in the vehicle, Roy's dealing with the witnesses. The indications is the gentleman's gone for an overtake on an HGV. There hasn't been sufficient room due to oncoming vehicle the other way. He's tried to swerve back on the near side and lost control as a result.
In all crashes attended by the police, a breathalyzer test must be taken.
Let's just get this done, then we'll finish with this out basically. Take breath in both of those as you run up the road.
Yeah. That was on the way out because I was climbing down and
The test is clear.
Well,
Most of the minor injuries the driver and passenger have sustained were from climbing out of the car through the thick brambles.
And just briefly, your explanation to what happened.
Well, he's overtaken a lorry and then too tight with the vehicle coming the other way. He's obviously tried to turn in too fast and skidded and then he's gone.
It seems to be a simple case of driver error. But it's a case where Stomp feels the young driver needs to be dealt with.
The way I propose to action it is to recommend on the report I will submit in due course is driver improvement scheme. Basically it's a 2-day course, you pay for it out your own pocket, you attend it, and as long as you attend it we don't actually prosecute you. Now if you don't attend the driver improvement scheme you will get prosecuted careless in this case, okay? But I will warn you that my sergeant has got the right to say at the end of the day I don't think this is fit for driver improvement scheme and we want to prosecute the lad.
what happen if I get prosecuted?
If you get prosecuted, it's careless driving.
Yeah.
You've made a mistake, as I said, we will make them a fine and points generally. Generally, they have got other powers, the magistrates, but we're not talking the most serious accident here, are we? Take it as a lesson, okay? It's not too bad. We've done it ourselves. I'm not saying we haven't. Get home, hot bath and relax. Okay? Don't go into work. Just relax.
Car's flipped over. Haven't spoken to witnesses a couple of times, I reckon, but it would appear everyone's got out of it uninjured. And it's a good ad for wearing your seatbelt, I think, because an accident like this without a seatbelt, you're definitely going to have injuries. And they're all walking, not even wounded, just walking about.
Initially, you think, what have we got in here? But then you see someone climbing out of the car, you think, great, that's what you want to see. Sense of relief. You've got the trees down there. If he'd done it perhaps 100 yards earlier, he's hitting a tree. Trees don't move. He realises he's made a mistake. We don't want to punish him, but hopefully he will learn, one, from the accident, then from what he picks up from the driver improvement scheme.
Birmingham, mid-morning on a Thursday. The city centre is bustling with shoppers. And on one of the main shopping streets, a teenage girl has had a nasty fall. She was running and tripped, her left arm taking the full force of the impact. Slips, trips and falls make up 33% of major injuries. The girl's family was shopping with her, and Mum's not far away.
That's my daughter.
Broken wrists and arms are the most common injuries from trips, as the arm is put out to break the fall.
On a pain score of 1 to 10, 10 is the worst pain you've ever had. Where would you put that pain? Give me a number. About a 7 or 8. Okay. If you move your fingers for me, just wiggle your fingers. Does that make the pain any worse, any better? No? Okay.
Just the same.
Right, we need to start doing some things. All right.
Steve can't tell how bad the damage is. He needs to take a closer look at Grace's arm and shoulder. And for that, he needs to get her jacket off. A delicate process with Grace in so much pain.
We'll get to the bottom of what the problem is.
There you go. Sit up, sit up. Right, take it off the shoulders first. And while you're sat up, okay, could you just come behind her? Can you just feed this off, Mum?
Yeah, just leave it there, just leave it beside. This is the worst bit.
That should just slide off.
Yeah, there you go.
Is there a point of pain or is it general? general.
Steve suspects Grace's arm is broken.
Pop this on to give you some support.
With broken bones, the best Steve can do on the street is provide support and give painkillers.
Just a lot of hair, and I don't want to tie your hair up. Has the pain eased at all, or is it still 7? Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you something to ease the pain, okay? You have to swallow it, so even if you see me with a syringe, and it's not a needle, I'm not going to put any needles in you, okay? She's given a pain score of 7 to 8, so that's significant, and we can ease that. So as she's only 16 years old, I'm going to give her some oral morphine solution. Here we go. It's in a syringe, but you actually drink it, okay? It's painkiller, and it's going to help ease that pain. You may feel a little lightheaded and a little bit sleepy. All right. So do you want to put it, or shall I do it? In your mouth, squirt it in, swallow it down. What's it taste like? Eh?
Does it taste like medicine?
Because I've never tasted it. I give it people, but I never taste it.
An ambulance crews arrive to take Grace to hospital.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You okay?
Grace's mum is no newcomer to broken bones.
My older daughter's broken her arm twice, and so I think maybe Grace was trying to join in with it a bit. We were standing waiting for them, and so I saw all this hustle and bustle going past, not knowing it was my daughter who had actually fallen.
Pain score outside was 7, so where is it now? Still 5, okay. Is it hurting in the joint or further down? In your shoulder, okay.
Because Steve has given Grace morphine, as the senior paramedic, he will now have to travel with her to hospital in case there are any adverse reactions on the ambulance.
It may be that, you know, there's nothing skeletal there. It may just be bruised and jolted. And until it's examined properly and possibly x-rayed, it's hard to tell. You know. But the amount of pain that Grace was in, at least we've eased that. It needs to be looked at, so that's what we're doing.
In hospital, Grace will have x-rays taken to discover whether there are any broken bones. If there are breaks, she'll have to have surgery to have them reset.
Any patient that we get to, time is of an essence. I mean, this particular case, it's not life-threatening. You know, she's not going to have serious damage or anything. But all the time that she's on the floor, she's upset, she's crying, she's in pain, you know, that's not going to do her any good. And if we can get there as quickly as we can and start reassurance, start the exam and start working out what's gone wrong, and then we can give the treatment, which is what occurred. And, you know, it eases her pain and just makes it so much easier on her.
Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, home to the South Central Ambulance Service paramedic bikers. This morning, Barry Pritchard is responding to a 999. An elderly woman has had a heavy fall. Falls account for over 60% of fatal injuries in the elderly, causing over 3,000 deaths every year. Barry needs to get there fast.
I phoned her and then she just said. She's up here.
Hello.
Oh no, she's in here, sorry.
Right. Oh, what have you done then?
Look,
How'd you do that then, fighting?
went to get up on a chair to open the window. I mean, I've been feeling bad, and I'm just feeling better because we got my granddaughter's getting married Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better now.
Can you wiggle your toes?
As we get older, the body's ability to heal diminishes and wounds become more susceptible to infection.
What we'll do, get a dressing on that first.
Violet's cut on her leg is deep, and Barry wants to get her to hospital to be properly checked over and be kept under observation.
We will need to pop you at the hospital to get that put back together.
Yeah.
We'll either glue it, stitch it or weld it, one of the two. And then, what have you got lined up for the rest of the day then?
Karate.
Hang gliding, anything sort of... Do you suffer with anything? You on any drugs that's in your blood or anything like that?
No, I'm just suffer from emphysema.
Right, how's that today?
Eh?
How was that?
Well, that was
behaving?
fine today. That's why I was being stupid and started doing things.
Well, this might sting just a second.
I need another smile.
Hold that then, don't drop it or explode.
No.
Sorry, that's a bit sore, but I just need to close it up then. If we close it up, then you won't have such a big scar when it's eventually stitched. All right. So how old are you then?
87.
Oh yeah?
I was 87 last week, wasn't it? Yeah.
What were you doing? Climbing up there?
On a chair to open a window.
All right. What should I call you? What's your first name?
Call me Vi.
Vi.
Call me a silly Vi.
Right.
Vi, yeah, Vi.
When you banged your head, did you knock yourself out?
No, I didn't know.
Did you go dizzy at all?
A little bit dizzy, but I didn't knock myself out.
Or did your vision go funny at all?
No.
Do you feel sick or dizzy at the moment?
No.
So I've got to do this quite tight.
Yeah,
So I need to stop it.
Stop him, yeah.
It's not bleeding at the moment. It's not to say that it might not start.
No.
So if we do it reasonably tight.
Yeah. It's all I'm...
Right. Let's have a little look at your head, shall we? Have you cut it, or is it just a bump?
It's just a bump.
Let's have a little look. Whereabouts? Can you point to it? Oh yeah. You got quite a bump there, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
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 You didn't knock yourself out in your vision, did you? No. You got any? Apart from your leg, you got any pain anywhere?
Barry checks Violet over for any other signs of injury.
Can I just press down your neck and your back, and you tell me if it hurts anywhere, right? When I press.
Nothing at all, no. Everything's fine.
Brilliant. That's good. What about your hips? Can I just have a little squeeze?
Yeah.
Just grip my fingers.
It's okay.
Give me a squeeze. Not hurting you anywhere when you do that?
No.
That's good then. I think we got away without hurting your back on your neck, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's best to pack an overnight bag or...
Just to soak the flannel, just in case they keep her. We're probably going to keep her in for a few hours, but you know, it depends on
I don't mind.
whether she starts to feel dizzy or anything.
Yeah, okay.
Would you say that's a normal colour?
But Violet's less worried about the gash in her leg, more worried about her hair.
Don't mess my hair.
It's fine. It's fine, Nanny, honestly.
It looks all right.
There you go. Going to have it perm this week because it's the Midbandra who's going to get married.
I better put the right leg down. I want to cut the wrong one off, do we? Is your right leg?
But perm or no perm, the best place for Violet right now is in hospital.
Not normal, fit, active.
Over 500,000 people over 65 are admitted to casualty every year after suffering a fall.
She has obviously got a good sense of humour. I should imagine she's had a good sense of humour all her life. Lovely lady. So I'm sure she'll be back later on, ready in time for her tea.
Natalie's back pain was a kidney infection. Painkillers helped, and she and the baby were given a clean bill of health.
Where's it hurt?
Helena was kept in hospital for 3 days while doctors tried out a new drug. She's now back home, and her seizures are becoming less frequent. Grace did have a hairline fracture in her arm, but has recovered well. And Violet needed stitches. The wound became infected, but she still made it to her granddaughter's wedding the following Saturday. Next time on Emergency Bikers, paramedics are called to a homeless man.
But members of the public are concerned.
Right, to bed down. Right, I decide to bed down.
Essex police clamp down on pimped rides.
We can prohibit the vehicle from use on the road. Okay?
And Mark and Steve fight to save a man's life.
All clear, all clear.